Carpentersville regular board meeting, Tuesday, November 4th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Let's call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Abbott,
Here.
Trustee Frost,
Present.
Trustee Garcia,
Here.
Trustee Gupta.
Here.
Trustee Malone,
Here.
Trustee Maniscalco. Here. President Skillman.
Here. We stand for pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Hold the words for a second. I was reading.
Okay, so tonight we're going to recognize our local food pantries. We are all aware some of the members of our communities are facing uncertainty with basic food and essentials, household supplies during the ongoing federal shutdown. While the village is not in a position to solve all the situations of need and hunger, we do want to show our support of our local food pantries who are providing the essential items to several members of our community. As you can see, we have begun collecting items at the village in the front lobby here, which will be delivered to District 300 Food Pantry and Fish Food Pantry, both of whom will have representatives here, and they do tonight. We'll introduce them in a second. On behalf of the Village of Carpentersville, the Village Board of Trustees, we'd like to also make a monetary donation to each food pantry, which we'll do that when I call you up. So food pantry, fish food pantry, let's do you first, Mr. Finnegan. I guess I have to come up.
That's a good idea.
First of all, what an honor it is to stand in this extremely cool dome. I come from West Dundee and we don't have anything this cool, but that's a secondary.
We're sorry you're from West Dundee.
Oh,
Thank you. That is right fish, right?
Fish. Well, you know, on behalf of the Fish Food Pantry, it's President Vince Rosenthal, our board of directors, our 80-some volunteers, and most importantly, the 75,000 individuals that we feed every year, many of which do come from the Carpentersville area. We really, really thank you very much. The need for these funds, for that food, is greater today than it's ever been, for the points you already pointed out. You know, just some brief stats or brief comparison. When I started volunteering there about 4 years ago now, I do a shift there on Monday mornings. We would serve about 35 to 40 families in a 2-hour window. That's when we open on, have the retail portion or when the families come through. 4 years ago, 35 to 40 families would come through. This past Monday, which is yesterday, I worked. We are now getting on Mondays about 80 to 110 families coming through in that 2-hour window. And then on top of that, we've had to, but we wanted to expand to home deliveries, where I'll make sure you're making home deliveries to those that are not capable or maybe are scared to drive. And we're doing about 20 to 25 home deliveries on Mondays also. So you can see that the exponential growth and demand for food is there. Whatever dollar amount this is, we can multiply that times just about 8. Take that number times 8, and that's the amount of food that the retail level that we'll be able to buy. Hopefully that'll continue. As our friends at D300 here know and others, the way we buy that is through the Northern Illinois Food Bank and other government subsidies, which is kind of in limbo, but more importantly, we know it's being reduced. And so that reduction probably means maybe we'll only get $6, $5 for every dollar. But we're going to do everything we can to keep feeding our neighbors, but we can't do it without your support throughout this entire community. We thank you very, very much.
Okay, fish food pantry, or District 300 food pantry. Michelle Clark is our new director, correct?
Development, Nikki Coleman.
Nikki
the
still-
president. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah Lee, come on up. Chuck Bayless and Mike Sun. You guys recognize a couple of them. They're our volunteers of the year for us in the chamber. Give that to you, to the boss. Makes it all happen there.
Then I'll take it.
So, yeah, you guys want to
Yeah.
a couple words?
Thank you very much for the donation. A lot of football said, same thing from our end. But most especially, the need we have seen has grown exponentially as well. We've only been around 9.5 years. But in that 9.5 years, we started with 25 families a week. We are now 200 families a week. So we do 100 families on Wednesday evening, 100 families on Thursday evening. This money helps to do the things that he spoke about with more and there's all those other expenses with gas for the van and the truck and the insurance and all the other things. This goes a long, long way. And especially the food drives and everything else. Carpentersville is a great partner of ours. And we look forward to working with you much more in the future. So thank you very much. Thank you. 8,300 is really a substantial food pantry, I can tell you. So these guys they're out there all the time.
So you can see
You guys are good.
Mr. Finnegan from West Indies.
Are we supposed to go down there?
He lives in West Indies.
Yeah.
I campaign for you.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Build up.
Come on up.
Special guest.
Sorry.
I was about you.
Yes. Oh, I want to clear out, Jen.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
We're together here?
Yeah.
And by the way, we work together all at the same time.
Fish and the, yeah.
Get stuff extra, give it to us, we got.
This isn't your fault.
Yeah.
It is, I was, it used to be.
Awesome.
What?
You know, our gloss.
Portraits.
Oh, not portraits.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Very much.
Thank you.
A lot appreciated. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
I'm there at the fish when Bill called, but I know that.
Oh, you know the mission, you know the. Thank you.
Oh, that's fun.
Don't know, whatever it is, we got.
Oh. Okay.
I'm hoping that's the next. You're fine. You're just fine.
We'll deliver it.
You're just fine.
You got funded.
I'll bring all the steaks to you and then.
I'll keep the steaks, bring them the, well, the kids, they're gonna. Yeah. I'll leave them in here and
Yeah.
that way we're gonna have them.
You good? Okay, moving on. Thank you. Public comment,
Chris Caius.
Mr. Caius.
Mr. President and trustees, thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm Chris Caius. I'm the county board member for District 23, which is Algonquin and Carpentersville. Just a couple quick updates. Just a couple, 3 weeks ago, we had a ribbon cutting at Bruner Family Farm on the north end up there, where there's a new shelter up there. And just a reminder, the parking lots are open. We're working on more of the trails through there to make that more stable when you're riding your bicycles through the trails at Bruner Family Farm. Right now, we got a pretty good sized grant that we're matching and improving that. And if we get some, because it's almost winter time now, if we get some snow, the sledding hill is open. It has been open for a while, but all we lacking was snow.
Last year was slow for
Yeah,
snow.
yeah. We're ready to have a big break open and go do some sledding. Down at the county, no big news anywhere other than we're going through budget. I know you guys love doing that too. We did do, you may not be aware, but we did pass the gas tax, and we also passed a grocery tax on the unincorporated areas. But I think other than that, I don't know if there's any big updates. So thank you for you guys, what you do for the village. And it's always great working with you.
If I may.
Yes.
What's the gas tax increase?
What is it?
Yeah, how much was it?
But I'll, we can talk about it later. I don't remember. I'm not really good at numbers. I always
Okay.
get the wrong number. every time I say something in public, I get the wrong number.
Yeah, be careful.
We did increase it there. Yeah.
You did.
I think it went to 8 cents, but see now it'll probably be something else now as soon as I said that.
Okay.
I apologize.
No problem. Thank you. Okay. Next item on the agenda will be consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on the items unless the trustee so requests. In that event, the item will be removed in the general order of business and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda.
I'd like to motion to approve the consent agenda item A through J as presented.
I'll second.
A motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Abbott. Roll call, please.
Trustee Frost,
Yes.
trustee Garcia,
Yes.
trustee Gupta,
Yes.
trustee Malone,
Yes.
trustee Maniscalco,
Yes.
trustee Abbott,
Yes.
president Spellman.
Yes, thank you. Motion carries for consent agenda. We have no old business. Director Mason?
Thank you very much, President Skillman. Good evening, members of the board. Last week at the Audit and Finance Committee meetings on the 27th and 28th of October, we had presented the proposed budget for both the operating and capital expenditures for next year, as well as a couple of new revenue sources, which we had discussed at the previous Audit and Finance Committee meetings as well. Included in the board packet this evening was a just high-level recap memo of the meetings and presentations, as well as the PowerPoint presentations from last week. I just wanted to touch on a couple of items, and for anyone who would be interested, I did just bring some additional copies too of that handout. Feel free to grab one. That particular handout is the one that just showed the 21 different funds throughout the village and where we're projected to finish the end of 25 with reserves, and then also in 2026. And I think just kind of the headline was that we are continuing to draw down reserves as we've been intending the last couple of years. We are reaching a point where we will need to identify a couple different sources for replenishing, especially the general fund reserves, long-term, which helps to then fund our capital projects. But additionally, our water and sewer fund. And that's the one that's the most, that we had put the most emphasis on this particular year, looking at what the upcoming capital projects and the costs associated with those were going to entail. So I just wanted to highlight again, and it was included in the memo for this evening, that we are, as part of the proposed budget, which would be going before the board, it's scheduled for 2 weeks from tonight, November 18th. Included in that, in terms of the budgeted numbers, is a 5% increase on the water and sewer rates going into 2026. And the estimated additional cost to a residential household of the 5% increase would be just under $38 a year. So that's what the 5% increase would amount to based on an average annual household's water consumption. So just under $38 a year. Also included is a increase of the garbage collection fees that are passed along to the resident. So I know we covered this a little bit at some of the audit and finance meetings, but currently it's $6.50 that's charged to the residential household each month. That has been flat since September of 2016. Meanwhile, the increasing cost that the refuse vendor is charging back to the village per residential unit is currently $23.44. So included in the budget for next year was a increase from $6.50 that's passed along to the resident to $9. So that would be a $2.50 increase per month, which over the course of the year is $15. So those were the two notable items, and there would be, if that was to be included in the final budget that is approved by the board, corresponding ordinances to amend the municipal code to reflect those increased rates, as well as communications that would be going out end of this year, beginning of next year in our print newsletter and other communication media that we have, social media on our website. But those were two important areas I just wanted to highlight. Again, additionally, we have included in terms of the projected revenues for next year, the inclusion of a 1% food and beverage tax on prepared foods. And so that would be, we're estimating approximately $450,000 in revenue. Essentially, it would serve as a sales tax on prepared food items. That would also require an ordinance to be advanced to the board to establish that. But the budget as proposed includes that projected revenue. So again, just to, I guess, recap the purpose of that food and beverage tax, but also the increase to the water and sewer rates and the garbage collection fees that are passed on to the residents is all in an effort to replenish our reserves in a lot of our really key critical working funds across the village, and was identified as a need to help create some savings and future funds that we can draw from as we're anticipating getting more and more capital project needs, especially in the water and sewer side in the coming years. So with that, be happy to take any questions this evening, but also would just want to offer any time in the next 2 weeks. If any trustees have any questions, feel free to reach out to either myself or Manager Stewart. Be happy to talk one-on-one or whatever you'd
Any
like.
questions?
President Skillman, yeah, I have a comment. I paid my water bill today. It was $107. There's only two of us in our house. In the summer, it's more because swimming but I think at $53 a month for water is pretty reasonable. And I think that we're holding good, and I don't have an issue with any kind of increase. It's not that much, but it for what we get and our quality of water, it's fantastic. So thank you, Ben.
Sure. Thank you. No, thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
President's coming, one more.
Yes.
The garbage pickup. I mean, we see the numbers here, what we pay for garbage through the village, and it's substantial. It's a great service that we have here in Carpentersville. So for
$15 a year.
yes, for that, it's very reasonable
Yeah.
to have our garbage picked up. We don't have to buy any stickers.
Yeah.
It's just it's a good thing. We're fortunate enough to have that in the village of Carpentersville and still help our residents out with a minor increase is minimal when you're talking about what it costs to pick up garbage and recycle. So thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
We're not voting on anything.
Correct.
The overview. Yeah. Go ahead on letter B.
All right. Thank you, President Skillman, Board of Trustees. The final item under new business this evening is the ordinance approving a redevelopment agreement with Horizon Development Group Incorporated. There, I know, has been information provided in the board report, updates as we've gone through the redevelopment agreement process, but I will provide just a summary that this is the former Huntley Square building that was deemed occupiable for several years before it was eventually demolished in 2021. We did enter a redevelopment agreement as this is part of a TIF district back in 2022. Unfortunately, that developer, for whatever reason, was not able to significantly advance the project. And that left us with the situation of a mostly demolished property, but still with some foundation issues. And unfortunately, just the original developer had put a lot of time and energy into creating the design for what would be 130 unit luxury multifamily dwelling. right there, basically on the footprint of what was the former Huntley Square, but going vertical more so. We had reached out, discussed with several developers possibilities for continuing the project. We met with Horizon Development Group back in April. Two representatives from Horizon are with us this evening, Bob McCaig and Michael McGinley. If anybody does have any questions for them. But the redevelopment agreement as is being presented to the board from a bottom line standpoint, the original redevelopment agreement we had with the original developer had TIF incentives potentially reaching as much as $11 million or what would have been 32% of the construction cost estimate at that time. What we've negotiated and both parties are presenting for advancement would be a redevelopment agreement that would have a grand total of $9.5 million in what would be TIF incentives, in addition to fee waivers consistent with the original redevelopment agreement, which is about a $1.5 million reduction in what the village's payment from the TIF district for TIF incentives to the developer would have been. So a reduction, in other words, working with Horizon here. The key difference being that there is what is labeled in the redevelopment agreement, $6 million loan, which would be payable from the TIF district to the developer upon reaching 4 milestones throughout the process, from property acquisition to foundation work to framing to the exterior finishing. And Horizon is working on a 14-month completion schedule, intending to start construction in March of 2026, meaning that this project, which would now be a 136-unit luxury townhouse development, could be completed realistically by May of 2027. I think the other key impact here is that while it is unconventional for especially our village to provide those milestone payments before the complete construction is done, and the TIF incentives coming purely in the form of after the fact tax increment increases within the TIF district. The projected, which certainly Assistant Manager Mason and I looked at very closely, as we know Horizon did, the projections in terms of the EAV from the development of this project would increase the base tax value from its current state of $33,000 to a projected $750,000, or what is over a 2,200% increase in the tax base. All that information is included in the board packet. If anybody has any questions, would be happy to entertain them, as would either Mr. McCaig or Mr. McGinley from Horizon as well. But staff is ultimately recommending the approval of the ordinance.
Question?
I have a question. This development deal is less money than the previous development deal, like you said. But this deal does not include community standard wages where the other one did. Is that correct?
I'm not sure I heard, and I apologize, the first part of the question, Trustee Malone, but there is not a prevailing wage requirement in this redevelopment
And
agreement.
there was in the previous one.
There was with the original developer.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question for the gentleman. I talked to Brad, our village manager, Stewart, looking for a list of contractors eventually. I'd like to have a list of what contractors you used in St. Charles, the 4 that are listed on our, what is it,
South Elgin.
Yeah, it's here somewhere. I just saw it. St. Charles, South Elgin, what is it, Waukegan, Wheeling, or
Mundelein and McHenry.
Mundelein and McHenry? I can't find it right now. If you could give me, I'll give you my card with my email on it, and I'd like to see a list of those contractors for your previous contract. Um, I know where trustee Malone's going here. We really don't want to have any problems here. We're looking forward to working with you for sure. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys before. I'm sorry. Been out of town till yesterday, and today was a busy day, but we're not looking for any issues. We're just looking for a good, clean project, and hopefully we won't have any issues. So if I could get those lists, that'd be appreciated, and then subcontractor list for our project whenever that happens. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Okay, letter B under new business.
I would like
For
a
a motion?
motion to approve item B.
I'll second.
A motion by trustee Garcia, a second by trustee Abbott. Roll call, please.
Trustee Garcia,
Yes.
trustee Gupta,
Yes.
trustee Malone,
No.
trustee Maniscalco,
Yes.
trustee Abbott,
Yes.
trustee Frost,
Yes.
President Skillman.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. Manager Stewart.
All right. Thank you again, President Skillman, Board of Trustees. A few updates on the evening. First of all, thanks to everyone who participated in the Spooky Sprint and Haunted Happenings event. If any of our board members did not get the honorary participation medal for the sprint itself, please let me know. We do have a couple left. But really a phantomtastic time. Was really well attended for a first year event. So thanks to our team that put that together. Please note that we will be having a salute to our veterans on Veterans Day beginning at 11 a.m. on 11/11 at the Veterans Memorial in Carpenter Park. On the dais, there should be cards indicating the program. Thanks again to staff for putting that together. Also, just so the board is aware, because next, Veterans Day is a state holiday. We are actually planning to not have Village Hall open that day for general customer service in the morning at least. We actually have program customer service training that we thought that would be a perfect time to line that up without inconveniencing the public on what is otherwise observed as a holiday by many. And that will include members of our finance team, our community development team, as well as our water division who have a lot of direct interaction with members of the public. So we're looking forward to that. Assistant Manager Mason, did I miss any groups part of the training? Oh, records as well. Yeah, thank you. Thursday, November 13th at 11:30 is the Boys and Girls Club wall breaking ceremony to commemorate the repurposing of the former Woodland School location. All village board members were specifically invited by the Boys and Girls Club. If you can make it, that would be great. Financial update, thanks to Assistant Manager Mason for his presentation of the budget this evening. That will be formally presented with a public hearing at 5:55 at our next village board meeting, or 5 minutes before the start of our next village board meeting on November 18th. So if you could just please note to arrive early for that. And thanks to the Audit and Finance Committee and village board members who participated and or attended our budget meetings last week. Thought there was really some great feedback and a lot of great questions and food for thought. So development projects, Seven Brews did submit its building permit application documents to us, which have been reviewed. Preliminary consent has been given to Seven Brews to begin demolition work. The right in, right out on Randall Road is still being pursued, but that is not a condition of them proceeding with the construction or operating the business. So hopefully that will move ahead. The developer interested in the former Armanetti's location submitted concept plans this week for what would be a retail location, possibly with a drive-through. Staff will be meeting with the developer in the next week to identify ways to advance the concept. This past week, we also received a building permit application from a cannabis dispensary who is under a lease agreement for the same space that was occupied by Sunrise Social. The dispensary would like to open in the next 6 months. Director Gray and I will be meeting with the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaborative this Thursday to discuss the possible tie-in to the solar grid that could significantly reduce our operating expenses for our water and wastewater plants and stations. This morning, 20 companies attended the mandatory pre-bid meeting for the Village Hall upgrade and expansion project. Based on the initial feedback, we are releasing some additional information to all interested companies looking at making a proposal, as well as extending the submission deadline by 2 weeks. And this was due to what were expressed concerns seemingly universally felt by all of the companies in attendance that they were concerned with the window of time to submit the bids. So we would rather do it right, make sure we get enough qualified bids than have to go through the process again. But we still have every hope that this will stay on track with the same basic timeline that we had previously sketched out. So the new bid package for West Side improvements at Riverside Park. Bid opening is November 20th at 1 o'clock at the Public Works Building. We have a meeting to review a concept proposal for 6 new residential homes near Bowles and Alameda. ComDev, Director Dabrowski, and his team will be having that meeting on Thursday. And just a final update, Fire Station 93 remodeling project. I know I had last week provided an update that they had an estimated begin date of next Monday, which would be November 10th. Today, they contacted us and said it was pushed back a week. So their projected start date would be November 17th. If anybody has any questions, otherwise, that's all I have, President Skillman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Trustee and committee reports. Trustee Maniscalco.
Well, it seems like Brad has covered our.
I know, he
special
takes all of our
event, as he
thunder.
always does. I do want to give out kudos to Jen Hyde and to Greta Salamando for a great spooky sprint. We had 85 runners cross the finish line. We had trunk or treat. There was music playing. There was food trucks there. It was a great day. So good job with that. And we're going to do it again next year. So start training now for the 5K. On November 11th, we do have the Veterans Day ceremony that's going to be held at Veterans Garden in Carpenter Park to honor all our veterans. And then, gosh, it's only about a month away, but Winterville is coming up on December 6th. And that will be at 4:30, from 4:30 to 6:30 at Triangle Park. It's a prime location to see the electric light parade, the Riverside Electric Light Parade. It goes right past there. We'll have Santa there and pictures with Santa. You could drop off your letter for Santa there. And we'll have some crafts probably as well. So that's it for me.
Great, thank you. Trustee Gupta.
Nothing from me.
Trustee Frost.
I just have the one brochure from True Patriots Care, just a reminder. If you're interested in getting a wreath, it's $17 per wreath. There's a website here, bit.ly/TPCWAA for Patriots. You're interested in getting a wreath for Wreaths Across America for Jerry Christopherson. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Abbott.
I'd just like to say how great it was to see the food pantry and what we're doing for them, especially in these, times that we're having. And of course, Chuck Bayless, President Skillman and I have known him since middle school. And so it's good to see him again. And of course, Rob and his team is very good in Horizon. other than that, that's it.
Thank you. Trustee Malone,
No report tonight.
trustee Garcia.
Yes, we had the Audit and Finance meeting 2 days in a row. The proposed budget was presented. It looks very promising. The changes that are proposed, I think they're very well worth it. And I want to thank Horizon for considering being with us tonight. Welcome to town. That's enough for me.
Thank you. I was gonna say, that's enough.
That's quick.
Cut you off. No, thank you. But yeah, definitely audit and finance, staff worked hard. Thank you, Ben and your team. Laurel, of course, getting us through it. It was a lot of work, I know, and I know our new manager put the screws down to you, so all good. So I think you guys did a great job with that, and we'll get that finalized hopefully next meeting, right? Next meeting.
Yes.
We do have a $2,500 donation for the the Veterans Wreath, right, of America. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, reach
So-
across America.
We're
Fantastic.
getting it out tomorrow morning. And yeah, definitely the spooky run, the kids run too. I heard it was awesome.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
had to leave early, but I heard they had a great time. I saw a lot of pictures. So yeah, it's exciting. Everybody's talking about it. I mean, everybody had a great time. So next year will be bigger and better. More trunk or treats. So that's the new thing now. Everybody does that now. So
In
it's
Florida.
kind of fun. So but yeah, thank you guys. And with that, what else do we got?
Closed session.
We have no closed session tonight, no other business. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion second and all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.